And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. Looking at the starting five for Boston. Devin Booker out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Worthy in at the three. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
Free throws good from Durant.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic shot is good.
You guard against the drive of Luka Doncic, but that opens you up to the mid-range ability, and Luka lets you feel it from that distance.
Now here's SGA. Shot clock at 6. Lets the three fly. Here's Chamberlain, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke to the head coach for Chicago. Coach and I talked about what it's like competing against Kevin Durant, and he said his attention to detail, his dedication to the craft, it's second to none. You have to have your A game because nobody loves ball more than Kevin Durant. It brings out the best of you as an opponent, too. It's no secret KD is obsessed with basketball. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's McGrady. Picked his pocket. Booker for three. And it's Shays with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Doncic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Kevin Durant.
The understated part of Luka Doncic's game is strength. He is going to draw contact and usually make it.
Shoot two.
That's good from Doncic.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all three levels. So dangerous.
Shots blocked. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Doncic. Down low. Here's McGrady. Goes up at the elbow. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's SGA. Knocks down the 18-footer.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Pass to Doncic. From behind the arc. Boston pulls it in. Here's Worthy. No points so far. And here's SGA outside. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's McGrady. It's tipped. They get it back. Mutombo. And Worthy pulls it down.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Outside, SGA. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Pass to Mutombo. Finds the open look, and it's on target. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Booker. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often. Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
SGA against Leonard. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5, and he drives in. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Boston out in front. They're up by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Mutombo in at the 5. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Now here's Durant. They set the pick. Puts it up from 15. Good on the jump shot.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Here's McGrady. Hits the trifecta. McGrady's got 5 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that one's good.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Pass to Mutombo. And there's a pick. There's the triple. Tries again. Got a piece of it. Doncic against Booker. Outside, SGA. Fires the 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, that's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Doncic. Here's Shays. And hammers it home over the D.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Durant with a screen on Leonard. Back to Booker. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. KD splashes the triple.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Pass to Worthy. This one for 3. Hits a three-pointer. And now it's a 10-point Boston lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
And so here is Chicago. The Celtics making their last shot. Back to Doncic, looking to win the run. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka. Ready on the catch to release and fire.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Shays. Back to Doncic. Now Leonard. Launches it. And Worthy pulls it down.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Doncic. Following the 3 by Boston. Puts it up from 12. Another miss by Doncic. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the pick from outside the arc. Chicago with a rebound. And so it's the Boston Celtics, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Kevin Durant, Devin Booker out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Chamberlain in at the center. Now here's Booker. He's scoreless. Nice ball movement by Boston to the paint. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside and does just that.
Shays passes to Doncic. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's on target from the wing. Doncic has got 10.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
The baseline J. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
SGA against Leonard. And he lobs it up top. Chamberlain gets the bucket. He has 6.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back to you.
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie. And it's SGA missing. Bulls trail by 12. From deep, here's Doncic. On target from range.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
Outside, SGA. Back to Booker. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
It's stolen by Doncic. Inside is Mutombo. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Buries it from 3.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 14. Pass to Durant. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
Leonard inside. Booker defending. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Durant. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. From 9 feet. Misses off the left iron. Celtics lead by 6. Here's Worthy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Worthy's got 5 now.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
And Doncic launches from deep. The Bulls with another miss. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And Booker cash on the 3.
You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
17 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Doncic. Steady play from Doncic against contact.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. They've got Luka Doncic. And it's Mutombo in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. For 3, Durant. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Durant's got 19 points. The Bulls trail by 12. Doncic outside. SGA with a steal. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Doncic finds his opening on the inside.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Yep, that one goes.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Leonard for 3. Rebound Boston. Chamberlain's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Durant inside. Count it. Good. And now it's a 12-point Boston lead.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Leonard outside. Back to Doncic. Fires from deep. Boston with a rebound. Worthy's got 4 rebounds now. Booker finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Worthy. And here's Durant. Shot clock at 5. Puts one up from 19. Oh, he can't hit it. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. SGA pulls it down.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Takes it from 10. SGA doing his thing in close.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The putback. Durant with the rebound. Celtics lead by 14. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter here.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, you allow him a path to the cup, look out.
Timeout, Bulls. Time now to present our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road.
This guy's such a tough cover. Doncic generates so much offense in so many ways.
At the line for Chicago.
And he sinks the second.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
And Booker's got the ball here for Boston. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th. SGA against Leonard. The putback! How about the activity?
Looking to close things out. That might have been the
And it's San Antonio to start out. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Shaquille O'Neal. Robertson is out there with Richard Hamilton. And it's LeBron James. And it's Garnett in at the 4 slot. High post, KD. He's against Garnett. Durant. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Fires the 3, and Hamilton gets it to go on the assist by Robertson.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Hamilton against Curry. Pass to Drexler. Back to Curry. All sorts of time. O'Neal with the rebound.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Drexler passes to Durant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he knew what he was going to do before the ball even got to him. KD is always ready to let it fly.
Robertson kicks to Hamilton. Pass to Shaq. Poked away. Battier with the steal. Here's KD. No good on the shot. Shaq with some nice D. Drexler against Robertson. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's LeBron. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Drexler with the bounce pass. Durant for 3. That doesn't go either for KD.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now, here is O'Neal. Here's Garnett. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
Back to Curry. Mutombo is screen on Hamilton. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Shaq with the rebound. The Spurs with the lead. Now here is Hamilton. Shoots over Curry. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pass to Drexler. Back to Curry, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. San Antonio ball. .149 left to play in the first quarter. Garnett outside. Now here's James. Pass to Robertson. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Drexler with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Robertson. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And it's Drexler with the ball for Chicago. Curry finds Drexler. Back to Curry. Can they get it? And a great assist by Drexler as that one goes in.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Pass to Robertson. Rebounded by Drexler.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now, here's Mutombo. Still yet to score. Misses the baby hook. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Chicago leading. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Pass to Robertson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score is still close. Spurs lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
On the court right now for the Spurs, James is out there with Garnett. Then there's Richard Hamilton. Then there's Robertson. And it's Shaq in at the 5 down low. Now here is Hamilton. Back to Garnett. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Trying to get open is Hamilton. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Robertson.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Drexler with it. Covered by LeBron. O'Neal with the steal. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, it's another thing they're trying to do. Contest everything. Protect the rim. Close out on shooters. Very little daylight allowed.
And Mutombo no good on that one.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Now here's LeBron. LeBron going to work inside. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Curry looking it over. Here's Drexler. No scoring in this one. And the basket by Curry.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
Back to Garnett. Outside, James. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Clock at 6. Here's Garnett. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Taking 2 shots.
A free throw good from Kevin Garnett. That one is no good.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Pass to Drexler. Back to Curry. Plenty of space. The basket good off the assist from Drexler. Drexler's got 5 assists in the game. Robertson outside. Here's Hamilton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screens.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Now here's Drexler. Nothing on the board. Pass to Durant. Mutombo sets a screen, launches a three. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Mutombo's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe so active on the glass.
Robertson a screen on Betty. And it's LeBron missing. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Bulls. Outside Durant for the three. There's the triple from Durant.
And you just love how quickly KD gets into his shot. No wasted motion.
Took him no time at all on that one. Garnett's got 5 now.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Curry passes to Drexler. Back to Curry. Over Hamilton. Curry's shot is off.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
From deep, James. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
And you know James isn't thinking twice about that shot. Knows he has the green light.
Durant finds Curry over Hamilton. The shot by Curry, no good. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
On the wing, James. Back to Robertson. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Robertson against Battier. Takes a step back. Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
From deep, Robertson, no good on the last second attempt there. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Drexler out there with Curry. And it's Durant. And it's Mutombo. And it's Battier in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now Robertson after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. James in the post. He's guarded by Battier. And Clyde Drexler gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Hamilton against Curry. It's stolen by Mutombo.
Well, they tried to punch the ball inside right there, but the window closed quickly. That's great defense. Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
No good from Hamilton.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. Covered by Robertson. 5 on the clock. The 3 from KD. Sinks the three-pointer. KD's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bulls.
And KD just keeps coming at you with that jumper. There isn't anything you can do except hope he goes cold. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Hamilton against Curry. From deep. The rebound by James. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Robertson. Good, and the assist goes to James. Robertson's got 6 points.
And James has always loved sharing the rock as well as making his teammates better.
Drexler passes to KD. Off target from three-point range. Here's San Antonio. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Stolen by Drexler. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And again, no good by Chicago. Garnett outside. Pass to LeBron. O'Neal a screen on Drexler. And here is Robertson. He's guarded by Battier. 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Garnett. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside Durant for 3. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for his. This guy is just so unreal.
James dishes to Robertson. The 11-footer. It's good. Robertson's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Over Hamilton. The shot by Curry, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Robertson passes to James. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got 5 assists in the game.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Now here's Curry. Durant way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Robertson with it. And Drexler picking him up. Here's Garnett. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. San Antonio with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James, that's a 2-pointer. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Oh, big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
Curry outside. The free ball from Curry.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
LeBron outside. 17 seconds left in the third. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Battier. To the inside. Mutombo. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. We've got more in store for you right after this. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, we've got Garnett. Rip Hamilton out there with Robertson. Then it's James. And it's Shaq in at the center position. Now Mutombo on its way from Curry for 2. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Robertson. Curry against Hamilton. And here's Shaq. Stolen by Durant. Here's Curry with the 3. Action coming off the assist from KD. Curry's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
The free throw drops for Robertson.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
The Bulls with the lead. Curry passes to Batty. Here's KD. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their plan during the break. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
Allie, thank you so much.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Garnett just attacking the rim.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
And you can just see their confidence is growing.
Battier outside. Here's Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And down goes the three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
James outside. Lets it go. Sinks the big jumper.
And when you need a big score, you want LeBron to get the ball, and that's why.
Robertson against Battier. Now Durant takes the three. Cleared away by James.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Not gonna go.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Mutombo is screen on Hamilton. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Durant fires. Oh, and right time and right place defending there. Hamilton against Curry. Here's O'Neal. It falls!
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Hamilton against Curry. Shoots! O'Neal there for the rebound. San Antonio with the ball. And here is Robertson. That one goes.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's the three.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Robertson against Drexler. Layup, no good. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And an intentional foul right there.
Richard Hamilton. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Stephen Curry.
And he is unable to get the second one. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
The three is off, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shaquille O'Neal, second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for two, Dikembe Mutombo.
Two shots. Last on the first.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And they go to the intentional foul.
Kevin Garnett, first personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Chicago, Clyde Drexler.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. Looking at the starting five for Boston. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Arenas in at the 1. Curry, he's open. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Here's Arenas, covered by Jordan. Pass to Richmond. Here's Arenas. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by George.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Curry from deep three-point land. Boston pulls it in. Here's Arenas. Fires it from 18. Garnett no good. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Shays. And here's Curry. Launches the three. Gets the three ball to go. Curry's got 5.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Garnett passes to Chamberlain. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Jordan. Pass to Yao. Now Curry pulls up on the wing, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. He's got 7.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Garnett. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Arenas. Paul George pulls down the board. Jordan, the pass to Curry. Chamberlain pulls it in.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Garnett. Here's Arenas. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes.
The three from Curry. No good. 3 for 6 shooting in this game. Celtics trail by 3. And he lobs it up to the rim. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And Curry's got the ball here for Chicago. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Knocks down the long J. Celtics trail by 4. And first time out of the game called for Boston.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Arenas passes to Richmond. Here's Arenas, covered by Jordan. Arenas' shot is off. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Jordan. Chicago passing it around. And a deep three from Curry. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Arenas passes to Richmond. Here's Arenas. Lots of room. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Outside Curry. Jordan with it. No made baskets yet. And there's Curry on the assist by Jordan.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Leonard can't get it to go. Jordan, the pass to Curry. Driving to the basket for 3. George. Stephen Curry getting it done for Chicago. Torching the Nets. Hitting 4 from distance that quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
They've got Stephen Curry, and it's George in at the 3 slot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. The 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Leonard. Another one falls for Boston.
Even contact from the defender won't deter the focus of Kawhi Leonard.
Pass to Shays. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Timeout called. The Celtics.
The Wonderful are on their way. Let's give them a warm welcome, fans.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Arenas, covered by Jordan. Leonard outside. Chicago with a rebound. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Jordan. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. can't make it that obvious.
Richmond pass to Garnett. Here's Arenas. Jacks up a three. Yao with a rebound. George outside. Pass to Shays. Five to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. Here's Yao. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, BA. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. Now here's Jordan. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. And there's a 3-second violation. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Arenas to end the cold spell. And he drops that one in. Arenas has got 9.
The bounce pass right on the money. Great setup.
Now here's Jordan. Still without a bucket. Outside Curry. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And Boston calls time here. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Richmond. It's stolen by Curry. Curry with the big motor. Finishes in transition.
The only time Curry gets a little breathing room is on the break, and he's loving that one.
Here's Garnett. 54 seconds left in the first half. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 12.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Pass to Jordan. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's the break. Here's Arenas. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Arenas has got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Curry, a screen on Leonard. Jordan finds Curry, and Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Jordan. No points yet. Shot clock at 6. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Arenas. Over Jordan. Off target on the 15-footer. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Back to the game after this break. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Garnett in at the 4-man position. Outside Curry, pass to Jordan. From the stripe, hits the front of the rim and out. Celtics trail by 9. Arenas passes to Richmond. Here's Arenas. He's covered by Curry. Here's Arenas. 14 points for him. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. And he lays it in. Jordan's got his first 2 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Richmond tipped. They recover it. Good work there as it goes. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Jordan. Back to Curry. 5 on the clock. The 3. Boston pulls it in.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Richmond, the pass to Chamberlain. Now here's Leonard. He's covered by Curry. Kawhi, so steady inside.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Outside Curry. George outside. Takes the 3. The rebound, Celtics. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds now. Arenas passes to Richmond. Nice ball movement by Boston. Arenas with the bucket. Arenas has got 16 points now.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jordan, the pass to Shays. Pass to Curry. The 3 is up. The Bulls with another miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Richmond pass to Arenas. 1:57 left in the third.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Now here's Jordan. Back to Curry. Plenty of room that knocked down that one. Curry's got 25 points.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Here's Richmond. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Arenas' shot is off. Shays passes to Curry. Counted from distance. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
And the Celtics call time here. .58 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Arenas. Out to the wing. Here's Richmond. Picked it out of midair. And here's Curry. And he's got 28 now. Fires from the wing. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Richmond, pass to Garnett. Here's Arenas. And the call is going to be, yes, on an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now Curry, 30 points in the game. For 3, it's good! Curry with a long-range bomb.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Stephen Curry getting it done for Chicago. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Jordan in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
Leonard outside. Pass to Arenas. Here's Richmond. Fires the 3. Fires hitting the triple. Richmond's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Here's Jordan. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Bulls lead by 14.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Arenas with the bucket.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Curry with it from deep. The offensive rebound goes back up. That shot off the mark.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
To the inside. George with a steal.
Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them earn points in the paint.
Now here's Jordan. Clock at 6.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Celtics trail by 14. Timeout called, Celtics.
Timeout.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Celtics head coach was saying to the team. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Arenas, covered by Jordan. Puts it up from 12. George is there for the rebound. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Chicago. From downtown, buries it from outside.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Richmond. He's covered by Curry.
Chicago foul. Dolph Schayes. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A 17-point game. Here's Garnett. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a 3. Oh, it's off.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Now George. And again, it's Chicago.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Leonard looking around. Pass to Arenas. Back to Leonard. Kept kept alive. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Richmond. He's covered by Curry. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot's no good. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Leonard against Jordan. Curry outside. It's off. Leonard against Curry. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
You can tell Leonard sees the whole floor, allowing him to set guys up well.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Stephen Curry.